we've kind of pushed, we've pushed quite a bit of marketing material on this. Hopefully everybody on the call, they do receive our monthly newsletters that we push out. So the most recent one we had, we actually, promoted our new EMD feature, which kind of, it hit the streets as of, roughly about January 1st for all offices that we cover. So again, our big thing with the EMD feature, we know that a lot of title companies out there at this point have this feature. With the world of COVID that we all live in, we had to get creative to where it was almost like, and this is why everybody had to do it. Instead of somebody driving to an office, they felt safer doing it from their home, sending a wire, maybe they downloaded an app or something of that nature. We demoed all those, and yes, those products are good as well, but we wanted to try to make the feature as easy as possible for your client. Or if you have a list, if you're on the listing side and let's say the buyer is involved, and obviously you guys choose us for the title side, which we appreciate, you want to make it as easy as possible for the other side so that then they see why you chose us for title. So again, with our EMD feature, we wanted to make it to where the client never had to create a username or login. They didn't have to download an app. They didn't have to get verification, any of that. So that's why we tried to make it as easy as possible, and this is one that we found. So if you're on our home screen, and again, all of our different brands look very similar to this. So again, if I'm on the home screen, I can see, so there's two different places that they can find the EMD feature. One, it's under our resource page. So it's under the little tab. As you can see, I just kind of highlighted it. EMD delivery is right there for them to click. One thing we added to it just to make it that much easier for them to notice it is we actually added it to the main home screen of the website as well. So as you can see, there's 4 little icons here. One of them is the EMD delivery feature. So again, this is the assumption it is under Paramount Title, but all the other brands look very similar. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the EMD delivery feature here. From here, it's just going to kind of, this is our page to where then it's going to kind of list some of the benefits and all that. As I scroll down, you're going to see that different offices for this particular brand start popping up, okay? So as you can see, all the way from Apollo Beach all the way down to Winter Haven. As we add locations, we will make sure to add a link for that specific item as well. So that way, if the buyer is working with an office, they know that's located in Carrollwood, they're going to choose the Carrollwood location. Let's just say by chance they selected the wrong location, not a problem. They submit it. As long as we find out, we're going to track it and we're going to still route it to the same account, or correct account, I should say. Again, at the bottom of this page, it just kind of goes through some of the benefits stuff as well, if they do need to verify some of those items, FAQs and all that fun stuff. So, but I want to just kind of go up. That way we kind of stay on schedule. So let's say it is Apollo Beach is my office. Before I jump to it, it's going to tell me what the requirements are that I need to be able to deposit these, okay? Or use this feature on our website. So I need my checking account number and I need a routing number, okay? That's it. We understand a lot of people don't have checks anymore, but most likely they do have a checking account number and a routing number. One other thing I just want to make sure everybody knows here is that this feature is for $10,000 or less, okay? If you have a client that has more, if the EMD is more than $10,000, then they would have to go through the traditional way, which is one, either deliver on a check or they could do a wire. But at this point, the feature at this point, it's only $10,000. So let's go into the Apollo Beach feature. Just going to click on this icon here. Okay. This feature now kind of goes through the information that I need to input. Okay, so envision that I am the buyer. Okay, so I'm the buyer in this transaction. I was informed to go here to make my EMD deposit. Okay, so I'm just going to put my name here. Okay, let's just put my email address. Again, this is for the buyer to put the information in. Okay, from here, I'm just going to grab an address. Okay, 123 Main Street. Okay, let's say that is in Lutz, Florida, 33569. Not sure if that's even a zip in that city, but we're going to go with it. One thing we did list here as well, and these are optional. So this is where the buyer can add additional recipients so that they get a copy of the EMD receipt, okay? So the first one obviously could be the buyer's agent, okay? So let's say Jane Smith is my agent, jane@buyers.net, okay? And let's say I want to make sure that the listing agent is also included in on this. So we're gonna put Tara Burley. Good morning, Tara. Tara, and then we're also gonna put, there we go. And actually, I don't wanna, let's do sellers, that way we know exactly who it's going to. All right. So from here, and again, these are optional features here, okay? So from here, we want to, they're gonna, you know, these agents will also get a copy of that EMD delivery receipt. So, and I know that that's a big thing right now with as fast as the contracts are moving, you know, and multiple offers, this has kind of been a big push. So as long as they put that email address in there, that person will also get the email, okay? So from here, I'm going to throw in the earnest money deposit that I have. Let's say it's $5,000. Okay, now it's going to continue to payment. As you can tell, most of that information is pretty basic. One thing I do, actually, I want to go back here. One thing I do want to just state is this property address is the one that they're purchasing. So it does say it here, but I just want to make sure everybody kind of sees that, because then that way, when we get it, we can identify it to the proper file once we get that executed contract. All right, I'm going to go back here. Okay, this is the last piece of this puzzle. Okay, so again, hopefully you see how easy this is for anybody to do this. So right off the bat, you'll see it kind of has an image of a check at the top. It is a $9 fee per transaction. Again, this is paid directly to the company that has helped us build this feature. So that's where that $9 fee goes. But look, I think all of us on the call know and probably would agree that is still cheaper than a wire fee. It's also going to be cheaper and less time for a buyer and or one of the real estate agents to have to go grab the check and deliver it to an office within 72 hours. So, so $9 I feel is you know, a very reasonable price. All right, from here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to enter in my account number. We're going to retype my account number. It doesn't match, I understand. And then I'm going to input my routing number. Okay. From here, I'm just going to identify if it's my checking or savings account. And then all I'm going to do from here is hit pay. That is it. So it's that easy. Again, you'll see all I had to do was put in the information from the property, add anybody into the, you know, that would want to get their email receipt. And then from here, just add in the account number and all that. So very, very easy. They could do this on a Friday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, you name it. You know, and get their deposit in as quickly as possible. So keep in mind as well, once they hit submit, this isn't going to hit our bank account instantly. So same as, you know, a check, we have to make sure that it clears the account. So it does take a couple of days. But the good thing is we can at least verify that we have received it. And then once we do have the verified funds, we can then inform you of that as well. But just keep that in mind. It's not instantly. It's not like a credit card payment that we're pushing through that then it automatically shows up. So it does take a couple of days. So that is our EMD feature. So by all, you know, if anybody has any questions on that simple feature, please let me know. And then we'll make sure to get that worked out.